But on April 4, 1967, the year before his untimely assassination, King gave what I think is his most impactful and courageous speech ever. At Riverside Church in New York, he got up and gave what is now known as his Beyond Vietnam speech, where he came out and explicitly said that the violence in Vietnam could no longer be something that he did not speak out against. Because he couldn't go to young men and women in the ghettos of America who were rioting and tell them to be nonviolent, which was a staple of his philosophy. He couldn't tell them to be nonviolent, seeing what his own government, his own country was doing to brown people on the other side of the world. And it's cost him dearly. People who were once allies attacked him. People who were donating to his work stopped giving. People who had once lauded him began criticizing him. And he became depressed. And the last year of his life was one of the most heartbreaking years any human being has ever lived. See, I purposely didn't post this yesterday on his holiday because I just didn't want to be caught up in all the hoopla of his holiday. See, Dr. King is one of my heroes 365 days of the year because I know just how difficult his final years were. I know just how much he struggled with the worthiness of his call. I know just how much he struggled with temptation and other things. And yet he still put his own desires to the side. He put his own comfort to the side. You see, that same church where he gave that Beyond Vietnam speech on April 4, 1967, they offered him a pastoralship in his last year of his life. It would have been a respite in some ways from being the leader of a movement where he faced violence and oppression and dismissiveness. He could have just went and pastored the church. But he was so committed to equality, to social justice, to economic justice, to rooting out oppressive systems, to pushing a poor people's movement, that he said, no, I can't do that. The movement needs me. And so don't just celebrate Martin Luther King on the third Monday in January, because he's so much more. He's more than a symbol. He's more than a martyr. His spirit, his philosophy, his truth, what he lived and dedicated his life for is just as important today as it was 50, 60 years ago.